Hey everyone, how you doing today? As promised in our daily financial news show, we're doing 2 expert interviews today. Number 2 is with Lumberjack Landlord. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing awesome, Mike. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
A little bit of a grumpy lumberjack landlord.
I was just going to say, it's official. CDC
Yeah.
has come out and said nationally, you can't evict people for, this, that, and the other until June 30th, Matt. How do you feel about that?
I'm really excited about it, Mike. I mean, I'd like to announce my new partnership with the CDC.
Yeah.
Very, very excited that we've been in this together forever.
Yeah.
Me and the CDC, providing affordable housing to, great folks in my area. And so I'm just really excited for our new partnership with the CDC, where apparently they have more say than I do in my own business and in my own model.
Yeah, I heard
excited.
about I think it was Tennessee and Texas. It might have been Ohio and Texas.
Ohio and Texas.
It was Ohio and
Ohio and
Texas.
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a couple of judges that had the sense to actually read the Constitution. I'm talking about the U.S. Constitution, just in case we're confused
Exactly.
at all. And
Yeah.
there's actually this
In
thing called
case
the
we were
Fifth
trying to
Amendment.
jump shark with, yeah. In case we were trying to get France's constitution.
Yeah, exactly. So there's actually in the U.S.
Yeah.
Constitution, it was written all those years
Yeah.
ago, and it has a Fifth Amendment. And in there's basically some rules that say the federal government can't come in and interject into contracts. It's called the taking clause. And if you don't know what that is, go talk to an attorney. But basically, the government can't stick their nose into our business. Apparently, that's not the case for the CDC. Apparently, they can come in and just say, no luck, no dice. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, last week, the word of the week was elasticity, and this week it's confiscatory,
Ooh.
and if you have a beard like this, that word sounds even better, right?
Yeah.
Ninth grade dropout with a beard like this, and I'm talking about confiscatory, but it's Mike, this is insane. This is insane. These just absolute wonderful people that clearly are struggling don't understand that they are using a 10-pound sledgehammer when they have the ability to use a scalpel. You and I have zero issue if people lost their jobs and they contact a building manager, or they contact, in my case, me, and they say, Matt, I lost my job. I'm going to go on unemployment, but it's going to take maybe a month to kick in. Just want to keep you apprised. And my answer is, I completely understand. Send me the info and let's make sure that we talk at least once a week.
Yeah.
That's it. Just make sure you text me once a week with an update. Hey, where things stand? Have you heard an update on your claim? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
For them to say across the board that regardless of whether you have a job or not, regardless of, if you know anybody affected with COVID-19 or not, regardless of anything, it's okay. You're good. It's on us, but not on us. We'll just make sure it's on the landlords, and don't bother paying your rent or any of your utilities. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there's, I think there's a couple of things I want to say. First and foremost, this is the last time I think it will be extended. I think June 30th.
Agreed.
With 85% certainty, it won't be extended further. I think we're going to get through this. So I feel good about that. Second, to your point, over the last 15 months or so, I have credited or waived, or whatever you want to call that, almost $50,000 in rent from people that were honestly impacted by this horrible, tragic event. And I mean, waived. It's not like, oh, I'll get that back later. It's like, no, some people were down 4 months. I collected 2, gave them the other 2 free. As long as you're working with us and that's right, trusted and validated, let's do the right thing by people, right? I was raised to try to do the right thing all the time. That said,
100%.
I did a video like 6 months ago where there's one of my tenants that was entirely gaming the system, and he alone, had me down almost $20,000 because it was a very nice house, one of my nicer things, and he's just gaming the system. I finally got him out for lease violations, and you bet your believe I hit his credit for the entire judgment. So he tried to play the game, and he tried to pay the full back balance. And I said, not going to happen.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Sorry. I will eat the $20,000 loss to have karma give you some.
I mean, again, at the end of the day, it's a contract.
Yeah.
I didn't shortchange. I didn't stop snow plowing. And that's a big thing in the Northeast. I didn't stop sanding. I didn't stop salting. I didn't stop fixing plumbing repairs. I didn't stop doing that stuff. I still had all my same costs, and that's fine. I'm a big boy. I'm a businessman. But if that happens because something happened to that person, I had waitresses and bartenders, they lost their jobs, or they had drastically reduced hours, or the restaurants were closed. I did the same thing. I mean, honestly, I did a quick calculation, and it was something like, I kid you not, the number absolutely blew me away. It was something like $78,000 in late fees that I forgave.
That's
in
amazing.
late fees. That's just late fees.
Yeah. Well, here's the real rub in all of this is the people that we serve, collectively, not our actual tenants, but that class of individuals, they're going to end up they're going to lose in the next 12 months. And this is why.
Yes.
And this was actually, they're now reporting this after 12 months. They're actually saying mom and pop landlords are being forced to sell units because they can't carry them anymore. And a lot of mom and pops are doing that. And you know what they're going to do today, Matt? Is they're going to kick the tenant out because they're going to do a full remodel, which is their legal right. It's their asset. They have to give a 60-day notice in most states. So be it. And then they're going to sell them to an owner occupant. We are going to have less available affordable rentals 100% because of the CDC.
That's right. And because people are also gaming the system. It's the combination of the two, right? Mm-hmm. You talk about the crash in 2008 and really what that came from. And it was a combination of Wall Street and a combination of people knowing that they couldn't qualify for a mortgage, but they could, and also mortgage brokers not doing the right thing in some cases, doing these, ninja or liar loans. Mm-hmm. So it was a combination of all three things. It's the same thing here. The CDC is giving people permission to not live up to their contract and to not do the right thing. And some people are still strong. In fact, I can tell you over 95% of people that I have are still strong. They're still doing the right thing. They're still paying, right? But it's that 5% that really don't, or the 4% of that 90 and 100% that really don't need it, that are just gaming the system. And here's the thing, Mike, I don't know about you, but do you have on your form, is it legal in California to put on your form, have you been evicted in the last 3 years?
Yeah, it's usually on their credit. Yeah, we can find that out. Yep.
I mean, bad idea, guys. Bad idea. Yeah, because it's not that every landlord in any scenario is going to check that now. Every single one. You know?
I mean, one of my boxes is no evictions. I think it's in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And again, right. I have a box. I can define the box, whatever that is, and no exceptions. Everybody gets treated the same. You can't claim, whatever. So yeah, this again, it's was to be expected. It's a 10-pound sledgehammer when a scalpel would have done.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean, the long-term ramifications of this is there's going to be less affordable homes. And then pay attention, folks, for episode number 2, we got a shocker coming. But let's just say the rich are going to be richer because of this, and it's going to suck. But
it sucks. Yes.
So bad. Any closing thoughts on CDC? Again, if you haven't read it, it's the U.S. Constitution, that really important document. Number 5, taking clause. Go take a look.
Yeah, honestly, make sure, guys, do your homework, read it. Mike and I don't, absorb this stuff when our head hits our pillows. Our pillows aren't that expensive.
No.
What you have here is people that literally, I don't know about you, Mike. I mean, I could guess, but I put probably 3 hours a week into my 2.5, 3 hours a week into my market, and probably 5 or 6 hours a week of reading or reviews and things like that I watch. Right. So it's like, this is 10 hours and 10 hours a week of guys that are kind of run the same type of
decades.
Business. Right. Exactly. So we have that historical, but then we've got the current as well.
Yeah. So
we're covering a lot of this stuff on Lumberjack Landlord on YouTube, as well as you guys. And I think that between the two of us, we're covering kind of every aspect of this. And, you've got your great series with, your millionaire leaders that you talk to, and it's going to impact us all. And it's one of those things where we didn't show up and like have a bunch of money waiting for us. We've worked our way up to that in 20 years.
Yeah.
And
little stacks at a time. Yeah.
Confiscatory. That's the word of the day.
I'm going to have to go look that up. All right, buddy. Take care of yourself. I look forward to episode number 2. It's going to shock people.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, thanks.